All right.
Cancel one maybe?
Hmm?
Sounded like a canceled run or something. So, is Hayden doing any check we need on our camera system? And does our camera system continue to remain an in-house system?
I thought the other people took care of the camera.
They set it all up, but if there were any problems, I didn't know if these guys were gonna take care of it or who was taking care of it. I'd still like to understand this email thing, because it'll tell me I can't open my emails on that secure trustee one. It's a pain in the stern, because I go to read an email, and it'll show who it came from and me, and it's blank. That system is useless.
I think didn't you have a work order in there about that?
A long time ago, supposedly it was to be fixed, but it's not. That long thread that Sam sent the other day, I went to read from start to finish, and there's blank, blank, blank. But the good news is apparently God didn't want me to read it. Didn't have to worry about losing my spirituality in that regard.
What was it double?
That's why this is like this, because it's a double, okay.
And then the other one. I'm assuming that they didn't send it early enough.
It's our insurance agent. Do I have permission to answer the phone? Hello, sir. I have you on speaker because I'm sitting in a meeting right now, and there's a total of 4 trustees, and we are not negotiating, but I did have a couple of questions about that insurance workers' comp thing that showed up here.
Oh, yeah, don't pay that yet.
We were just reading it a few minutes ago as we were doing a bill review. And it says our audited income, total audited payroll is $559,391. Did they put Fraser Township and Pinconning on with ours?
I hope not. Yeah, I'm disputing the audit because there's an error somewhere, meaning either when they asked for information, we didn't give them exactly what they wanted, or they misconstrued the actual payroll numbers. Because, yeah, I got the same thing, and I was like, this isn't right. This is way more payroll number than Township has. So
Exactly. And then,
yeah.
when it came to the janitorial documents we submitted for that to be removed, they added, it went from an estimated premium of $680 to an audited premium of $4186, which I find extremely interesting. So that's what I called it.
$4,100?
Yeah.
Janitorial? Yeah, no, yeah. See, what I did is I already told them to put the pay for my office, but the audit in dispute, which means they're going to send me all the documents and show me how they did what they did, and I'm going to look at it. And actually, I'm coming up there next Tuesday, so I plan to be in your office next Tuesday and hopefully at that point have some sort of, either more questions or answers as to how to get it fixed. So, but no, I don't anticipate that's going to be the actual number.
Okay. Yeah, we just wondered, and I thought call, because you were good about, we were able to sort through pieces. So, okay.
No, I was just coaching baseball, so I was signed up for a bit.
Yes, I understand. It's just the season, so you be blessed, and thank you for calling back.
Oh yeah, you too. Talk to you later.
Talk to you next Tuesday.
Sounds good, sir.
If you could text me when you might be around, I'd appreciate that.
Oh, yes, I will. Don't know exact time yet, because I'm
Yeah.
like working appointments all
No,
that.
no,
sort of-
I get it, it's fluid, just if you throw a text my way, thanks.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
problem, sir.
bye now. So everybody knows the same exact thing I know, which is good. What do we
Good
got?
time, Johnny, I got a month.
Pension contributions this year stayed flat, correct or incorrect? Did pension contributions go up 2%?
Yes, but that's yet for,
Last one, I understand.
yeah,
I'm just
Yes, they
asking,
will.
I'm just
They will.
asking that question.
yeah.
So in this case, this is, that was not his monthly earnings, correct? Trying to understand this.
It could be, because he's picked up
Shift work
shifts,
since,
yes.
or since the other person's not on shift nights.
Yeah.
He picked them up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that
Yeah, he had like $100 this week, this
pay period.
pay period.
Okay, well,
Yes, because Jim's, way down.
yeah, I see that. I see that, and I don't, Kurt's is, yeah. Okay, no, I'm,
Well, Kurt still does have, some time that
He
he
don't.
may not be on the shift, but he's the fire marshal at that time, so he's still,
correct,
collecting some hours.
correct. Yeah,
Do any of the licenses that are managed by Hayden apply to the fire department's computer?
They must, because Hayden does have to go over there.
Okay, because everything's coming out of 101, there's no charge to 205.
What's that?
The entire bill is coming out of 101, there's no charge to 205.
I actually did not input that, so I'm not.
I just was curious.
Yeah.
that is a
You know,
good question.
Well, but a lot of that I think is Sam's, because he was having a problem on his computer. When they were doing the payment thing, wiped out a bunch of stuff on his computer. So they had to come back, and that's what he's disputing, that one.
I do see,
Yeah, because he said they made the mistake, but we have to pay for it. That's
Well-
what Sam was telling me when I was in the office.
Yeah, but he's been
Trying to
working
get
with
a
them.
credit.
Yes.
Trying.
however, there is February and March monthly backup and IT service.
Right.
Is what it's listed as. So we have two separate bills for the 218.75. But then in the back, there's a bill.
Well, the same,
Backup, which is the 351.
the 218 are both invoiced the same day. They're the same invoice. It's just a copy of it for us to
Mhm.
send back.
Yeah,
And then the other one is like a bill that came in really late.
Well, that's
So-
a big problem with 5-7. I can't see. And there's another one.
Yeah, because this has got February and March monthly backups.
And that one's-
and then there's a 342.72, 351.72.
351.
And I apologize, I'm not real familiar with a lot of these bills because I was either on vacation or gone out sick.
Yeah. So we have 7 licenses for Microsoft 365, which I
Oh.
assume one of them goes to the fire department at least.
Probably.
And one
And
goes
then
to
there's
the
10 licenses
processor.
for the Sentinel-1, complete endpoint security, so obviously something's going to the fire department for that as well. So that's just the question, that,
Each office must have a computer.
Yeah,
'Cause
they
we
do.
did this, we did the
Jim's
speaker
got
note
one and
last year.
she's got one.
okay. So, yeah, it would seem like some of that should come out of
20% of the bill would
205.
go to them. 10 units,
So
20%.
if we could look into that
Yep.
and see if it was properly being billed.
Yep.
So we have an accurate cost of doing business.
this is how they turn those in. There was a fire department,
Lunch.
yep,
See, I knew that.
and that's their receipt. The receipts are in there.
Yeah, but they gave us the receipts, hey. That was for, oh,
Fire department.
360.
yeah, but you may suggest to them, because this happened in the church, if there are 15 people at this event, everybody's supposed to sign their name on the receipt.
On the receipt?
Take
On the
this,
log, I
you
would
take
think.
this, and you put their, our bishop makes everybody sign their name on the receipt, because the church was audited one time. Says, how do I know you're not taking your family out to eat? How do I know this? It's like, come on, give me a break. So whenever we have any events with the conference, we are all required to sign the receipts. Just saying, because the only thing this tells me is we had 4 trays and we don't know how many people were served. That's all. Good question.
You can always do it as a sign-in sheet too.
Yeah, that's usually what they have is a sign-in sheet.
But it should
Yeah.
follow the receipts. That's all.
Kurt went to.
I guess just to be consistent, since we've asked this question specific to the inspectors, with Kurt taking that fire inspectors conference, has there been any discussion about what Holly's paying for versus what we're paying for? Because I assume that those credentials give him a leg up in Holly
Universal.
as well, right?
I would think so.
Well, I mean, it just seems to me that there should be some type of policy for people that are working at more than one township or municipality, whatever. You know, that there's some type of arrangement so that we're not taking all the training and, you know, it just seems like we should have a consistent policy for the inspectors as well as the firefighters for that. I don't know what you just had going on there.
That's the
Okay.
bottom one.
Okay. Well, way too fast, man. So you'd already taken the FOIA coordinator one?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah. It was not as, quite as, I mean, it was just a lunchtime thing,
Oh,
so you can't get into too deep.
yeah. I was just gonna, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I've
Talking
had
about a lot of
better,
my
I've
webinars,
had
too.
worse.
Protect for the trucks.
So just as a side question, and this may be a Melissa question, but we've talked before about how the building department has restricted funds. So are those restricted when it comes to planning commission or when it comes to zoning? I mean, how broad is our allowance to be able to charge against the building department when it comes to stuff specific to planning? And
I guess it depends on what it is.
okay, because I had mentioned something about the engineering bills, that type of thing, if those would be able to hit that account at all, at least for typical bills.
It should be, because there's no legal reason you couldn't, since if you don't have, for instance, a master plan, then you can't have development. If you can't have development, you don't need building permits. You need to disband the department.
I'm just kind of curious about that, because obviously we need to tap into that everywhere we can to start bringing that restricted fund down. So I was just kind of curious what the restrictions actually were. I just haven't seen anything specific about it to know.
Almost looks like a joke. Fuel recovery, 1234.10.
Well, this is the one that I thought was for your upload.
I think these totals are correct for ProTech.
Sure.
I'm missing something. I think on the ProTech bill, based on these invoices, taking the tax off of it, it should be $756.72. I think it's off by 40 cents, which granted is minor, but for accounting purposes. I've got a total of $283.40 and $473.32. So I believe that should be $756.72.
72.
I think so.
So we owe them 40 cents.
Double check.
Well, it hasn't been paid yet, has it? So, yeah, I think that needs to be changed.
283.40, and what was the other one?
283.40 and 473.32.
43.70.
Yeah. So it's just a difference of 40 cents. Not a big deal, but see how I did that right?
I assume that you had a packet, and you didn't have that piece in the packet yet.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Sam hasn't seen that one to approve it. It just came in today. Also.
vacation, so. Believe it's right, you pay it. If it's wrong, get the money back. That's what I've been being told.
Interesting.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
What's that even mean?
I would say that meant he went through past briefings to prepare for his oral arguments, is what that means.
I just find it interesting that
The
on
verbiage.
on an official invoice from our attorney's office, that it would say Shepherdized case in review.
Yep.
Shepherdized.
So we have a Spicer bill.
It's ironic that happens with his name.
So Sam signed this in red, and then he checks 2767.60. But the bill's for 4,708. So what's he saying? We're paying 27, even though this says one thing. He checked another thing. I don't want to sound stupid, but you know what? I asked an engineering firm, point blank period, if I get a bill, will you explain what the bill's for? And I was told, always. And I said, great, because I don't understand when people send us bills. Now granted, mail list formatting, I understand, that's not a problem because it originated here. We produced a list, we sent it to them. Researching junkyard and salvage yard questions, preparing for a call with the PC chair. I get that.